I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your 3-minute cattle market update for Wednesday, May the 24th. And will this fed cattle market continue to support this outstanding feeder demand that's increased here lately, as we've seen your farmer feeders park those planters and tractors there and get back into the feeder cattle business there, or buying feeder cattle for their summer project? Well, it remains to be seen, but the packers are not as desperate as they were here in the last few months or several weeks. They no longer have those huge orders, out front orders to fill. They've kind of got caught up on those. They've dialed back this slaughter a little bit because they'd raised those cutout values so much that it made the retailers kind of back off on their specials and ordering so much meat, not moving quite as much product now. And they've got a holiday kill schedule coming up here next week with Memorial Day, and we're starting to slowly get into some more market ready cattle, and they're just not quite as desperate. So not to say that we won't be able to hold things steady, but it could be a struggle, and these feedlots are going to have to do a good job of kind of managing their show lists going in here to the spring months. But one thing the packers are still doing, they're still staying ahead enough to where if we do experience some pretty good orders from China, we're expecting that in the middle of June to get some goodwill orders from China, because the Chinese president's kind of made a deal with Trump that he's going to start taking that. He hasn't been doing a real good job with settling down North Korea, so we're expecting maybe that he will come in with a pretty sizable goodwill order of U.S. beef, and the government handles all that, so he'll definitely have control of that if he wants to. And these packers don't want to be short if they do get a good order of beef exports to China. But you look at the board so far here early in the week, live cattle futures August contract. Monday was up 97, Tuesday down 70. To end the day on Tuesday at 121.32. Your June spot fats at 123.07, roughly a $12 basis to the top of last week's market. Feeder cattle on August contract. Monday was up 232, Tuesday down $1.27. To end the day on Tuesday with August feeder contracts at 150. Of course, your May is just trying to stay very close to what your CME index is and what your cash feeder cattle are bringing. It was steady on Tuesday at 144.25. The weighted average on last week's fat cattle trade on 74,900 head, with live steers averaging 134.26. which was down $3.02 compared to the previous week. Dressed steers averaged 212.62, down 7.71 from the previous week. Your slaughter so far this week is looking decent, with through Tuesday 231,000 head. That's up 1,000 from last week and up 10,000 from the same week a year ago. Box beef cutout values sharply lower. We talked in the last several sessions of this report about how your packers just really skyrocketed their the asking prices for those cutouts, and it slowed the volume down nearly to nothing, which they really didn't care because they were filling contracts anyway. Well, now that that's kind of caught up, they're looking into selling on the spot market again, and they're having to back off these values a long ways to try to get any takers. Choice carcasses closed on Tuesday afternoon at 245.74, down $2.14. Select carcasses 221.17, down to $1.66, with that giant choice select spread there of $24.57. Going to make these packers continue to look for cattle that will grade. And you look at some feeder cattle markets early in the week there. Oklahoma City, 5,700 head on Monday there. Feeders $2 to $5 higher. We kind of expected that because we saw such a big jump late in the week, especially on last Thursday, as we saw, we're up to 84% of your corn crop in now, and your areas like Iowa and places where you have a lot of farmer feeders that that dabble in your cattle feeding business there when they're not busy farming, they really saw a huge increase in demand for cattle, for those smaller independent feeders to put on feed. They've got a lot of corn. They're going to walk a lot of it to town if they can, because the corn's sure not going to be worth a whole lot. Calves not well tested in Oklahoma City. Joplin had around 6,000 head, unevenly steady there. They were far enough south, didn't see a whole lot of farmer feeder demand down there. But real-time index on Tuesday, 143.20. That's up 45 from Monday. So your Tuesday sales were a little bit better than your Monday sales. But we saw your Oklahoma City West, OKC West El Reno market there, the calf sale on Tuesday, 3,000 head, $1 to $4 higher on calves. We did see in Joplin last Friday, Show Me Select replacement heifer sale with bred heifers for sale there, and that's a herd improvement program there. Had 339 head of heifers there at Show Me Select. They averaged $1,714 a head. That was down $522 from the same sale a year ago, but it still sounds pretty good. That goes to show you how far out of whack that things were a year ago, but still had top selling heifers at $3,200 a head. Look at Tuesday afternoon there, Kingsville Livestock Auction, Kingsville, Missouri, just south and east of Kansas City. Had a load of all black steers there weighing 853 pounds at 2:30 in the afternoon, bring 158.85. Had another load weighed 891 at 153.60. That's 3 minutes. We'll talk to you on Friday.